Peter Media's Mining Weekly Online is speaking to Philip Barton, the CEO of the Beers Consolidated Mines. South Africa is not discovering. The last big discovery we had was that of diamonds at Venetia 40 years ago. Does this mean that we're no longer endowed, or do you think there's still good opportunity to pursue discovery in South Africa?
We, as De Beers, believe that South Africa is highly prospective for diamonds, probably one of the #1 destinations in the world for diamonds. So we have in the past, had 30-40 million rand per annum in our budget just for greenfields exploration. Sadly, over the last few years, although we've put that into our budgets, we spend less and less money, to the extent where we'll probably next year spend no money on exploration in South Africa. And the reason for that is that as much as we want to explore in South Africa, we don't have any prospecting licenses granted to us at the moment. We've got 54 outstanding licenses at the moment for as long as 2 years, and a number of issues. We are in discussion with the DMR around this, trying to resolve some of the issues. There are a few deal breakers around these that relate back to Mining Charter 3, and we've been quite open about it, that if we are going to put in the money to do that exploration, then certainly our shareholders, including our empowerment shareholders, want to benefit from this. So I'm convinced that in conversation, in dialogue, in continuing our engagement, we'll break that impasse and that we'll go back, because we need to find that next diamond mine, not just in De Beers, but in De Beers in South Africa.
And so what you're telling me, that you don't think we're no longer endowed with possible discoveries, but red tape or government licensing procedures and charters is really holding up what could be a wealth producer in South Africa.
Yeah, I think that is exactly my group CEO, Bruce Cleaver, stressed that on his last visit as well, and that is looking at De Beers. South Africa, Voorspit mine is getting to the end of its economic life. Venetia is a fantastic resource that we've got there, but we've got to augment that. We've got to add to the resources that we've got available to continue, as De Beers globally. So elsewhere in the world, we've just brought Gachikwayo on stream in Canada. We've just put another vessel in the water in Namibia. You're well aware of the capital expansions that we're doing in Botswana. So just investing in Venetia for us is not enough. We need to find another diamond mine. So we need to find a way whereby we can have certainty of our rights, certainty of tenure, and continue with our exploration in South Africa.
And is there no chance of breaking this deadlock through possibly resorting to the courts?
One would rather like to work with the government than constantly be with them in court. So we'll explore all opportunities and make sure that we recommence with exploration in South Africa. And we've been here since 1888, and we haven't covered a fraction of South Africa yet from a diamond exploration perspective. So in speaking to our geologists, we're looking at all our old databases. There were interesting stuff that we found years ago that then didn't mean a lot, but with the latest technology, it looks as if there's a lot more interest there. So we've got all of that working for us. So not only is it highly prospective, but it's been underexplored, but also we've got a lot of data on which we can apply new technologies, new knowledge, and that makes us confident that we'll find something in South Africa. The easy mines were found. Those ones with little overburden, those ones that you literally stumbled across, with a stick. So the ones remaining there are difficult to find. They're under hard cover. They're in difficult terrain from the various technologies that they use to find these. So as technology improved, these will stand out better when our geologists re-look at it.
But then you have got Venetia in Limpopo. And can you tell us when that will start producing diamonds? You're investing 20 million rand there over a period. How much of that has been invested? How close are you to actually production in that area?
So that's $2 billion, not 20 billion rand. So it is a massive investment, and it's a massive investment in South Africa, and it's a massive vote of confidence in South Africa on what we can do here together. We voted the project in 2012, we started building it in 2013, and it's more of 10 years. So it will be 2023 beyond where we go to full production. The good news is, especially to our shareholders, is that we'll start seeing production coming out in 2021 already. So we're not that far off, so we're still mining at open pit, and these are kimberlites, so we've got to get out of the pits before we can work underneath where operations are going. But we've got 2 pipes. So the first pipe, we just about finished our underground or open pit work. So 2021, we should start seeing some production coming from there. And then by 2023, we'll get into the main ore body underground, and then we'll ramp it up to full production.
And does that mean you're on schedule, and are you on budget?
We're on schedule, we're on budget. I'm hoping to say we're a little bit ahead of schedule and a little bit better than estimate, but then the rand is a player there. So a lot of our expenditures in dollars. So we've always got a risk from our currency strength. So selling diamonds, a weak rand, very good for us. Building the underground, a strong rand, very good for us.
And that will go to, what is the longevity of Venetia now?
Very interesting. It's going to go to 2046 with what we're busy doing at the moment. So that really is a long-term investment. But then that is only to where we're developing it now. When I speak to the guys that really know what they're talking about, our geologists, our mining engineers, they see life as far as probably 2060 with current technology and technology developing. So who knows where that might take it. So yeah, it takes it way beyond my retirement. So I'll leave a legacy with the first part of the project, but very exciting. What we've seen out of the open pit will continue underground. So we're pretty sure on what we're going to get out of there from a grade, a quality perspective. So again, a project that we really trust and that we're very confident in. Venetia is very special in our distribution model, and will continue to play in that model.
And so when Voorspoed closes, and when is that, will Venetia be your sole operation?
Voorspoed's life of mine, unfortunately, is 2020. And so then Venetia will be our sole mine in South Africa. So we'll have the open pit mine until 2023, migrating to an underground mine. So I'll go back to where we started off with exploration. That's why it's so key for us to explore for diamonds in South Africa, to augment Venetia in our portfolio.
That was Creamer Media's Mining Weekly Online, speaking to Philip Barton, the CEO of the Beers Consolidated Mines.